Best Smart Scales. The best smart scales of 2023 are affordable, fairly accurate, and easy to use. And they should certainly be able to help you keep track of your progress and ultimately help you reach your fitness goals. Finding the best smart scale for your needs doesn't have to be super complicated, but it can be a little tricky with so many products to choose from. Number 1. RENPHO Bluetooth Body Fat Scale. The RENPHO Bluetooth scale made my number 1 choice because it has a lot to offer and comes at an incredibly low price, $30. This smart scale boasts that it is capable of measuring 11 different metrics and tracking them all over time. Honestly though, most of us aren't concerned with most of these metrics. You can't expect a scale like this to be especially accurate with assessing stuff like water percent, hydration level, or metabolism, but it doesn't hurt to take a look at it. Luckily, RENPHO doesn't make us pay more for the extra metrics. The RENPHO scale is compatible with the 3 most popular fitness apps listed above. You can also download the free RENPHO app if you like and use that to track your data. Their app uses Bluetooth, as the name implies, and is compatible with both Android and iOS devices. This scale uses 4 electrodes, which is considered to be more accurate than 2. Users agree this scale is quite accurate in terms of body weight. The RENPHO does give consistent results, and that is really the best we can hope for with smart scales. It's difficult to say how accurate these other metrics are because they really are estimates. Overall, this smart scale is at least as accurate as the other smart scales available. Number 2. Eufy Bodysense Smart Scale. The Eufy Bodysense Smart Scale is a close runner-up to the RENPHO. Not only is this scale similar in terms of metrics, but it's similarly priced too. The Eufy Smart Scale is another highly rated product that can help you track all your fitness data and reach your goals. If for some reason you don't care for the RENPHO, the Eufy would be a good alternative. They included a visceral fat measurement, which is a little different from the scale mentioned above. Visceral fat is a type of fat that is found inside our abdominal cavity, near our organs. It's considered a more dangerous type of fat, and having high levels of visceral fat increases our risk of heart disease as well as diabetes and stroke. Eufy can sync data with the 2 above apps and works on both iOS and Android devices. RENPHO had a little more compatibility options with the Fitbit app. This Eufy scale also has the ability to save your data if your phone isn't nearby and sync automatically when it is. This smart scale also has 4 electrodes for determine body composition. The majority of users are happy with the consistency of readings provided. There was one user review that reported he actually had the chance to compare his Eufy readings to a BODPOD assessment, and the Eufy metrics were within 10 to 15% of the professional measurements. Not bad. Number 3. Yunmai Smart Scale. The Yunmai Smart Scale is one of the most popular and highly rated scales available on Amazon. And for good reason. This scale measures 10 different metrics and stores data for up to 16 users. This Yunmai scale is comparable to the smart scales mentioned above in function and features, although it's a little more expensive. The 2 scales already mentioned track a few more metrics though, that's why this guy came in at number 3. Overall, the Yunmai scale tracks 10 different body metrics. No surprises here, this list is very similar to the other scales we have discussed thus far. This list includes everything we would expect to see with a top smart scale. I like the inclusion of body age, it gives us another way of looking at how fit and healthy we are. It's also fun to see your age go down as your fitness improves. The Yunmai Smart Scale is compatible with the 3 most popular fitness apps. It actually has an advantage over the Eufy in this category, so if you are already using the Fitbit app, the Yunmai might be a good choice. Yunmai has their own free fitness app that is compatible with both Android and iOS systems. Most users like the Yunmai app and report it is pretty easy to navigate. The Yunmai is another quality smart scale at a great price. It measures a ton of metrics and can store data for every member of your family, unless you are a really huge family. This scale has a larger display screen, so if you have a hard time reading smaller scales, this would be a nice option. A word of caution: some users with large feet, size 11 shoe, have complained that the machine has a hard time measuring their data because the scale doesn't fit them correctly. Overall though, the Yunmai Smart Scale is highly popular and very well rated. It's boasting a 4.4/5 average user rating on Amazon, with over 4,000 ratings. Number 4. Bveiugn Smart Scale. The Bveiugn Smart Scale is a sleek, stylish looking scale that's very well priced. Just please don't ask me to pronounce that brand name. Like all the other scales that made their way onto this list, the Bveiugn scale has a lot to offer. In terms of health metrics, it tracks 11 in total. This smart scale is compatible with all the major fitness apps. This smart scale uses the FitDays app to sync with the apps mentioned above. Users report FitDays is pretty easy to use and that it tracks data clearly. The app is compatible with iOS and Android devices. Overall, the Bveiugn Smart Scale is a sleek smart scale that can measure every metric you can think of. It's a great scale for folks who love tracking data. This scale is very highly rated with an average user rating of 4.7/5 on Amazon, and that's with well over 20,000 reviews in. If you'd like to see what other folks are saying about this scale, click below. Number 5. Bluetooth Smart Body Fat Scale. The Bluetooth Smart Body Fat Scale by Greater Goods, wow, long name, is another top seller on Amazon. This is a no-frills scale that does what it says it does. It's priced a little higher than some of its competitors, roughly $50, but a portion of all proceeds goes to charity. If you're more concerned with weight and body fat percentage, this may be a good scale for you. Sometimes we get too distracted by all of the data available to us. The Bluetooth Smart Body Fat Scale has 4 electrodes to make readings as accurate as possible. User reviews show this scale is pretty accurate, especially with body weight. Although some users report getting accurate body fat percentage readings when compared to other measurements they had at their local gyms. The Bluetooth Smart Body Fat Scale has become such a popular option because it's easy to use and it works well. It doesn't hurt that this scale comes with a 5-year warranty and the customer service is awesome. This smart scale isn't quite as sophisticated as the other scales discussed thus far. It only tracks 6 metrics and accommodates 8 users. It's also priced a little higher than several of the other scales on the market. Should we forgive that considering they are donating to charity? Overall, this is a great smart scale. If you're looking for a simple to use scale and aren't worried about all the extra metrics, this is a good choice. It's also rocking an average user rating of 4.5/5 on Amazon with over 14,000 user reviews.